So continuing on our conversation about how the environment or situations we're in can impact our immune function. Basically, you want to think about if you have home court advantage, we're gonna pick up a win, hopefully, right? So there are some situations that are better for your immune system than others. Certainly, air temperature has been proven to play a role. If it's really cold, it can impact your lung function. Air quality for sure as well. If the air quality in the facility you're playing in or outdoors is poor, it can definitely affect how your lungs react. And more often than not, when you guys get sick, a lot of research has pointed to the fact that you tend to get upper respiratory tract infections. So that's why we're discussing kind of things that affect your lungs a lot. It's one of the entry points specifically for pathogens and bacteria and such. Just one of the easiest ways for your body to kind of get sick. Crowd proximity, and then interaction with the crowd. Obviously, that's a lot of different bodies with a lot of different immune systems and a lot of different bacteria and potential illnesses. Hygiene and cleanliness, showering after games, sharing equipment and water bottles and that kind of stuff. Proximity to illness. Again, you guys are around each other very frequently, and if one person gets sick, you know that you all tend to get sick sooner rather than later. And then travel days, being on the bus or planes and in kind of enclosed spaces with each other and sneezing and coughing. Not that pleasant to talk about, but all of these things environmentally can impact your immune function. And then moving on, we're going to talk a little bit more about nutrition here. You kind of got to decide if you want to run on fumes or if you want to run on flames. And what I mean by that is, do you want to move like a Mack truck or do you want to move like a rocket? Most likely, I'm assuming you guys want to be explosive. You want to move like a rocket. You don't want to just chug along like a truck, right? But understanding how you fuel yourself is really important. So taking a good look at what you eat, when you eat it, and how much you eat it is important to understanding how to stay healthy and avoid getting sick and keep playing at a high level. So here's some common mistakes. You guys know me, I don't like to talk about negative aspects of things very often, but here are some common mistakes that student athletes tend to make that can lead to a depressed or suppressed immune system. So not getting enough vitamins and minerals can affect you negatively. Not eating enough food or energy, or getting enough food for your energy needs individually. Not planning your meals around your training. That means you're not getting a pre-workout meal or a post-workout snack. And then not knowing what foods to eat. So kind of your nutritional knowledge isn't really where it should be in understanding what you should eat and when you should eat it. We want to make sure that you guys kind of understand these things. So again, you can look like some Sadie Nelson style right here with some rocket fuel. That would be really important to help you guys perform well. We also want to talk a little bit about habits and how your habits can play into your day. The choices you make throughout the day really matter to your athletic success and your overall health, and understanding your habits and your tendencies and recognizing which behaviors are beneficial to you and which really kind of hurt you is an important thing to develop. It's an important skill to own as a student athlete and as a person. Your immune system, trust me, will thank you for dealing effectively with life stressors, for planning and eating a balanced diet like we kind of just talked about, and developing a healthy sleep pattern. That's really important. And then, of course, caring for hygiene and recovery needs as well. So what you see over here on the left is a recovery loop, and not a recovery loop, a habit loop, excuse me. And the habit loop basically starts with a cue. There's something that kind of initiates the loop. And then it is followed by a routine that's developed from that cue. And then from that routine, you get some sort of reward. And that kind of, it's a craving in effect, drives that loop. So if you have positive habit loops, you're dealing effectively with your stress, and you are planning and eating a well-balanced diet, and you really have a good developed sleep pattern and habit, you have a great hygiene routine. All of those things can definitely help you, benefit your immune system by choice and not chance. You're not just leaving it up to chance. You're actually helping to take care of yourself. So we want to make sure that you guys play to your strengths. And just like any well-designed strength and conditioning program that I can give you will help strengthen your muscles, a well-balanced diet and prior planning will help strengthen and defend your body, right? We've been talking a ton about defense. So here are some situations where you guys can apply strong nutritional habits to help protect your immune system and improve your performance. You guys want to make the most of your campus dining and designing what we call gnarly nor'easter plates. We're going to talk a little bit about those in a minute. And we're also going to do an activity a little bit later on how to actually design a plate that supports your immune system health and helps you perform well. Again, we've talked a lot about planning and appropriately timing pre and post training snacks and meals. Those habits are so important. You want to make sure that you are getting something to eat within an hour to 2 hours prior to exercise, and then as early as 15 minutes following exercise. That allows your body to best utilize those resources and then jumpstart your recovery habits. We also want to understand individual nutrition needs. So one of our activities we're going to do a little bit later is how to actually calculate your caloric needs. And if you guys aren't eating enough, hopefully it's enough of the good stuff. But if you're not eating enough, there's no way that you're going to be able to support the amount of energy you guys are putting into your training, not only in the weight room, but on the court and the field of ice. And then acquiring cooking and food shopping and / meal planning preparation skills. Those kind of habits can really help set you guys up for success now with your athletic career, but also, moving on into your life. And you guys know that I always want to make sure I take care of you guys with who you are now, but I also want you to think about the future and who you're going to be. That's part of the whole Leave It Better philosophy. So your Nor'easter fueling stations here on campus. I'm pretty sure you guys are really familiar about where you eat. I know you like to eat. But you obviously have multiple campus dining options available to you to help refuel. And they all provide you guys with the food that you need. I know timing can be tough with classes and practices, and training sessions and different things, and that's where planning kind of comes into play with your dorm room and your apartment. But the Rippich Commons obviously is your best option for your large meals that incorporate your protein, carbs, and fats. They've got a wide array of vegetables, fruits, grains, and all those good things that help meet your vitamin and mineral needs. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are really important for your immune system, as well as vitamin C. You guys have all heard that. But you need to make sure that you're getting zinc as well. It's an important mineral. There's a lot of those things that you got to eat to be successful. The Forum Grill, obviously it's probably the most convenient for you guys because it's right on your way out of the Forum or on your way into the Forum as you're coming to train and for practice. That's probably the best for your pre and post training snacks. They have a lot of good things that are high in proteins, carbs, and fats, and those three macronutrients are really important for you. Windward Cafe is always a great option for a quick protein smoothie. It's a great place to stop in and grab something like that. The Nor'easter Cafe is best for a quick study break, piece of fruit, or a protein-rich snack. That's new in the Rippich Commons this year, obviously, as well. And then your dorm room in your apartment. I have on here that it's best for packing snacks or small meals to get you through the day with your classes, your lifts, and film and practice. When you piggyback all of that, all of a sudden you're into your athletic endeavors 4 or 5 hours deep and you haven't eaten. It's really important that you guys bring and pack snacks and prepare for that. That keeps your immune system strong, and it definitely helps with your performance. You guys love strategy. Every athlete I've ever met loves strategy. You really enjoy all the pieces that go into being an athlete. And regardless of the dining option you choose on campus, I want you to try to follow the strategy when you're building your meals and your snacks to help optimize your health and your performance. Prioritize your colors, so make sure you're adding fruits and veggies to your plate first. Make a colorful plate right off the bat, and that will really help make sure that you guys are getting the minerals and the vitamins that you need. Those are your micronutrients. And go probiotic. If you guys didn't know, yogurt is full of probiotics, which are healthy bacteria that live in your belly and your gut, that help your digestion, basically. And digestion is how your body utilizes all of the food you put in. It's what helps you shuttle all those nutrients to your muscles. So helping something like that in your daily diet can really help you. You want to include protein in every meal. I mean, muscles are made of protein. You guys really need to make sure that you're getting those building blocks into your meals. That jumpstarts the recovery process to help with soreness and make sure you guys aren't tearing your muscles down, but you're helping to build them back up. You want to pack an energy punch. So make sure that you're getting carbohydrates. You guys need them, but you want to limit the added sugars that cause quick spikes in blood sugar, that can kind of give you peaks and valleys. You don't want that. You want a nice steady, even burn throughout the day with your energy. So you want to go for complex carbohydrates. So sweet potatoes, quinoa, rice, those are all great examples. And then timing's everything. I already mentioned this, but making sure that you eat within 15 minutes of completing a workout is really, really important. You kind of can miss the window about 30 minutes after a workout, and then you can still absolutely eat, but it's not going to give you the same benefit. So this is what I call a gnarly nor'easter plate, a performance plate. This is adapted from the United States Olympic Committee. We were lucky enough to meet with Team USA's nutritionists when they come with USA Hockey in the summer, and they were gracious enough to let me borrow these performance plates. So this one right here is what your typical training day should look like. You'll notice that half your plate is built up of grains, okay, and hopefully they're good grains like we just discussed and not the ones that cause big spikes. And carbohydrates also are found in fruit as well. That's the good kind of sugar, so make sure you load up on those. You'll see that the other half of the plate is split into lean protein and vegetables. And again, lots of color on this plate, good protein, good carbohydrate. And you'll also notice that there's water, okay, there you guys need hydration too. That's how your body best functions. And then oils, fats. Fats help shuttle proteins where they need to go, carbohydrate where they need to go. So all of those things are important to have on your plate. So when you're in the dining hall, this is what I want this to look like. And we're going to do an activity in a bit that helps you guys pick things that you like to eat that look like this plate. So right here we have know your individual stats. Again, never met an athlete that doesn't like to know what their stats are. And you should, because whether it's in the weight room and it's what you bench, you squat or deadlift or your 40-yard sprint, or any of your specific sports stats, you should know where you're at, because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been, right? But understanding your individual nutrition needs is really a key to optimizing your performance and fending off illnesses. A lot of you guys do not eat enough calories, and again, hopefully good calories, right? But the amount of energy you're putting out doesn't match the amount of energy coming in, and that's where you guys get into trouble. So we're going to spend some time in a few moments going over how to calculate your caloric needs for maintaining your body composition, and based on your activity level in here. We'll go through the math together here in a little bit, but it will help you understand how many calories you need to be taking in daily. And then right here, that's just to maintain your body at its current state. But if you want to change your current body composition, so you want to lose some weight or gain some weight or gain lean muscle mass, etc., there's also calculations that we need to put in. We need to know the calories first so that we can get to the second calculation. But we'll go through this shortly as well, and make sure you guys all leave with this so you understand how many calories you need each day to make sure you have plenty of energy and protect your immune system. So one of the things I want to challenge you guys to do is add chef to your identity. You definitely have a personalized identity of being a student athlete, being a nor'easter here at UNE, but I want you guys to add chef into that identity. This is a personal struggle of mine as well. My husband is actually a chef, which you guys, many of you know, and I'm just all too likely to let him cook every day, right? I want to challenge you guys to step up to the plate and learn a new skill. I'm really trying to myself. Because even though you have great on-campus dining resources, it's really important to know how to wisely supplement your diet with meal planning and grocery shopping and cooking. It's a real adult skill, hashtag adulting. So here are some easy tricks to help build that pantry in your room or your apartment, okay? We want to plan snacks and small meals with your teammates. That's always good to do. You got women's lacrosse here in Florida on spring break with me last year doing this. And then go together, and it's the ultimate accountability. Maybe take a cooking class with your teammates, or have your coach teach the team how to prepare a meal. I know that a lot of our coaches are excellent cooks. Again, I'm working on that myself. Maybe someday I can do that with you guys. But find somebody who can help you out and teach you, whether it's an older teammate too. And then buy foods that are easy to cook and carry. So eggs, peanut butter, pretzels, lunch meats, yogurts, cheese sticks, ready to steam veggies or pre-cut veggies and fruit, packages of nuts. Those are all great options. So I really thank you guys for listening to me. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I hope this was informational for you and that the coming activities will play some Jeopardy. As I know you guys all love Jeopardy, we'll go over those performance plates, and we'll also talk about your ability to calculate your own nutritional needs. So in the end, remember to leave it better and take care of yourselves. Thank you.